EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Right to the air is Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals had 4-9 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's.
And he works free. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive was any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people going on the ground. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball down. But as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Okay, right? Right. Let's go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Cardinals 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted him that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Allen.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the air. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lance going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lance flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both legs doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Ultra. Smash.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. It's third
2
and
runs
10.
for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
White. Black shot.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Finding Walker, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw is Jackson. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On second down, Jackson. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Jackson on second down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keenan Allen. Seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before half for Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready? Watch out now. 50 series. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Give to Walker on the read option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Trouble, 38. Fight, 97.
Here's Lance to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
This is what you get paid for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Walker once more. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Spike 60. Red cycle. Ready.
On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 74 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
17.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Red.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Check Fury. Hey, go Fury. Hey, Green. Hut.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Down. Striker. 3-3. Set.
And Lance now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Lance. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Cardinals 25. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
He's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Again, Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the double. Ready.
They run again with Walker. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, set. Ready?
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right to Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for Cardinals. First down.
Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.